Or this squad under the TNL banner, besting Na'Vi on this map in an OT affair.
Yeah.
But even then, even once they joined this Inner Circle organization, they went to multitude of events, got to play at an EPL versus a bunch of top dogs, and Ancient was a constant source of picks for this Inner Circle lineup. It's a map they've always liked, and it's one that 3D Max have felt hit and miss on at times, so not out of the world of possibility that they could show up here and impress us to open up the series.
Yeah, you mentioned TNL, obviously it's just a core, right? But they've added some experienced pieces to this team. I actually especially like the Kirker addition, so I think Inner Circle could be ripe for an upset today. Can they get through the Frenchman in the B bomb site? It's a bit of a mess, but Zerofix double entry and long control taken. Bomb doesn't even plant, he goes for the fight instead. And now with it down and Cave in the post, Inner Circle with a good shot. Flank is very late from Lucky. Oh, wow. That's crazy.
All right, Onyx, what do you got for us? Just the one and done. Lucky there to play trade. And Body's pretty happy with that pistol round, the way that it's shaped up for 3D Max.
That's a crazy round. I mean, trades on trades the entire way through the round, just back and forth. But the big flank pays off here. Are they in the same boot camp that they were in TNL? It looked similar. Wait and see. In the circle all together.
Ow. That's
Yep.
big damage.
Ow.
And the spam connects in spades for Body. And out of all the ways you could deal with a force, this is exactly what you want. A little 1-2 punch of Lucky and Body in the mid-fight very quickly lays that one to rest. That was a force buy, and they barely even do a point of damage to the Frenchman. There you go, Hugo.
Yeah. Hard to tell. I like the chandelier though. First officials of this year for both squads. The Circle obviously new additions, but have managed to get a few games under their belt since this duo joined. My God, the nades. Back-to-back clean rounds here out of 3D Max. That'll go far here in building economy on the CT side. Nah, it's a different boot camp.
I think,
yeah,
you know, one of the things for me, because hell, even, you know, when we saw them first come into kind of playing some higher level, I don't know, hold this door, because it's a little A play, it's fast, straight in, out through main. Doi has the lineup, and Captain Kirker here, the lend a helping hand, brings us back into a 3-on-3. Exercise, that spam will connect, that's brutal from Onyx. He was trying to get up close to play off that flash. It would have been a strong position at own, but now you've taken a 3v2 and you get rid of the danger man.
no plant though, and the smoke's about to fade, so this is going to be an interesting mid-round now, and 3D Max up to flank.
Suspicious about the slowdown, about maybe a player late lurking mid, but they've gone and cleared it and they've confirmed that that's not the case. Lucky left close by. Well, Gravity homes in on middle and might even elect to commit to a flank himself. Probably feels like he doesn't have the window to do so. Throws that flash over from mid.
It's good.
Lucky just with a little probe on the back of the flashbang, and he will commit to this flank in main.
I wonder if they realize that that flash is thrown from middle, so now they can plant. And they can care the big flank, realizing perhaps there's no one CT. See how they piece this together. The flank is in. Timing looks pretty good. Onyx on the ball. And Lucky 1v3 Orp on the line. Gets spotted and gets out. Lucky throws in the towel, and it's Inner Circle to pick it up. They succeed off the slowdown. I don't think that flash actually helped 3D Max as much as it helped Inner Circle. Unfortunate, because one more step out for Lucky, he would have had 2 blind players on his screen. But it prompted the plant, and this AWP hunting is crazy, so Flierax will stop. First round on the board for Inner Circle.
Yeah, when we saw them, you know, kind of first crop up to the top level under that TNL banner, that this Inner Circle squad were known for playing like a very aggressive game. And I think that actually worked well versus teams that try to play what I would say is, you know, more proper, maybe the wrong word, but yeah, I hope you get what I mean. More kind of fundamentals, standard, you know, method Counter-Strike. I think that was why you saw them look good versus Na'Vi, at least on this map.
Yeah,
I also think, thinking back to EPL, they beat some of the more standard teams, but where they've struggled, I think, is versus teams that also like to ensue a fair deal of chaos of their own. And
bad news.
Yeah, 3D Max certainly meet that standard. It's never nice to kind of have your own style, have your own bit of flair, and it has a certain tone to it, but then there's a team that plays very similarly and just does it better.
Yeah, absolutely. Has more experience as well. Has more proven players. So Inner Circle have to harness some momentum in this series. They're going to find the upset today. Nice flash and follow-up from the AWP. Molly buys some time, but it's not going to stop the inevitable, and that is this bomb down on the B-bomb site. Push through the smoke. Ooh. Careful. You might let him in. Yeah,
that's exactly what Maka was hoping for, that someone would get a little overzealous and that they would give a kill away. That's exactly what's happened, and now 3v3, you're very interested, especially with Util still to come in. A huge kill from Onyx as he's forced wide and into the open. Will get brought down by Lucky, but staring at the face of a very tricky 1v2. Flierax and Zerofix have a crossfire set up. And so it might just be this save.
I would have loved him to go for that. I know there's no util, and so it's scary, but 2 very open 1v1s, 2 positions known. Not going to happen here for Lucky. Saving the AWP for Maka.
Terrorists win.
Value in its own right, but Inner Circle now get to build into this game. 2 straight rounds, some really nice flashes. Util looking strong for Inner Circle. Onyx has no business getting that kill off of default, though, when he gets mollied. Without that, it's certainly a 3D Max round. Kirk out middle. The captain sends his regards. Double headshot. Walking it all the way to red. 3D Max are full split right now. So B site enticing. Execute welcoming.
Big kill on Amaka. Gravity gonna try and come through with something, but the flash won't work out, and they double swing on that final player. Inner Circle taking some early control over Ancient. They've been making gaps. They've been outmaneuvering and out-aggressing on 3D Max to open this one up. All the success for 3D Max thus far, only coming off the back of that pistol round.
Good thing about a team like Inner Circle is you know they want it so badly. They're going to work for it. It's a team that are very motivated to get the chance to play against top squads. Seizing this opportunity with a 4th round in a row here, it looks like. There's only pistols in play.
I also think it would just be nice to chop to this bounty, having made some changes to the roster, you know, bringing in some new and, like you said, reasonably experienced pieces. And just showing that you've grown a bit, right? Because we talked about their last outing at Bounty when they were with TNL, and it was that whole team. And sure, they did beat Na'Vi on Ancient, but they went on to lose the series. They went on to leave straight away as quick as they appeared. I think now, you know, you're playing versus 3D Max, a team that I'd say, even though we rate them highly, it's still less than we did Na'Vi in that season of Bounty where they played them. And it's like, I think you want to show that you can take on a team like this now. Like, you're ready to do so. You're ready to actually field some wins and stay a little bit longer. You didn't make it through the first stage at the last one. Well, this would be a good sign of growth for Inner Circle if they're able to keep finding success here.
And 3D Max are a team that have definitely had a crazy rise in the past year, 18 months, but they're also a team that I feel like have, I don't even want to say choked, but lost right when you expect them to start winning. You know, right when you think they're ready to make that next jump, they lose you know, on the edge of making playoffs of Tier 1 events. Don't get me wrong, there's still a great position to be in, but you could definitely see the upset potential on the wall here today. With their proclivity to lose big matches. This is a big match in its own right. You have a hungry, young Inner Circle looking to take an upset today. Nice swing out mid here for 3D Max, but it will cost you. Gravity felled in cave. B just got weaker. An Inner Circle tempted by that fact. Maka rotating around, but that's left a huge gap on A. What a great move here from Onyx to walk out, realizing that A player would go to reinforce B. The bomb doesn't even necessarily need to come back. He could even just big flank. They're going to walk through the water. The danger of this rotation is if Onyx dies, the round is lost in limbo. So 3D Max go gathering info. Onyx will need to win a fight. And he's got it.
Yeah, I mean, Onyx has been really, really solid in this game thus far. I feel like he's been at the turning point as so many of these rounds, and again, he's come through with an important kill here on this lurk.
Nice.
Why not make it the double? And I mean, when the captain's doing stuff like this, only serves to inspire the rest of the team. A huge opening kill for Doi, the only other piece of resistance that 3D Max had. Inner Circle, 5 in a row now as another save comes through for 3D Max. And dude, you know, you were just talking about 3D Max and how we kind of rate them highly, but it feels like they've choked in some important moments. I think a lot of the success for 3D Max as well, it's important to remember, came in the kind of middle towards the end of last year. And then things really petered out in their final couple of events. You know, you kind of went from this point, because when you think of the highs, you know, when you think of the highs, you're thinking of CAC, I think it was, where they made the grand final. You're thinking of EPL even, where they took down some really legit teams, making it to the quarters. But outside of that, this is a team that struggled in Swiss stages. Anything where they have to play a multitude of games, it feels like they just fall apart in. They've really had a rough time there. You're also thinking of Chengdu, where they went out earlier, thinking to the Major, where they fell shy of making it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
They were one of FaZe's victims on their, kind of comeback arc all the way to the finals. The biggest outings at the end of the year were a bit of a failure for 3D Max, and that was after a couple of highs, a bunch of reasons to get excited for them. And that's why, even though they're still a team that are super, super threatening, it doesn't feel like they've broken through to that top echelon just yet.
Yeah.
And so I don't think you want to start 2026 sort of continuing how your 2025 season ended, which was with kind of sour disappointment.
I think a lot of that came to the managing of the calendar. That I think if you would ask 3D Max, they would probably say, yeah, if we could redo the year, I would have gone to less events by the end of it, because they were doing things like they went to China, back to Europe, back to China in like 2 weeks. They were attending everything they could, which had diminishing results towards the end of the season, like you say, the last few events falling short. Then they got a bit burned out.
And I mean, Hugo, even then, you're doing the calendar a little bit of disservice. They actually went China, back to Europe, back to China, back to Europe, back to China, back to Europe.
Triple China, Europe.
Triple China-Europe exchange.
I forgot the third China outing.
Forget about the third China outing.
Yeah, that's crazy, actually. So, there's a reason teams, especially, they're on the cusp. That's the issue. They really want to compete as much as they can and make that jump, but there are diminishing returns. I think we're doing absolutely every single event, especially with the time zones in mind. So, yeah, I think this year for me, I want to see a more measured calendar for 3D Max, and I also want to see a playoff run for this team. It does feel like they're a squad that could absolutely make a deep run in a playoff on the right day. So let's see what they've got. However, to start off Bounty, down 6-3. Nice opener for Lucky. Here's something.
If you want any type of solid ground to stand on, these are the rounds you just can't give away.
Oh. They've walked past each other.
Oh, it's a little weird, isn't it? But it feels like Inner Circle are really suspicious that this could have happened. They didn't commit straight away to the cave fight. They haven't gone fast out through the door. They're holding for this exact move, and even then Gravity still gets away with the kill. Now he will be dead after that one, but this one goes no further, or so you'd like to think. That's bomb picked up. What's Flierax gonna do here? He's got 45 seconds. Save is always an option in the back of his mind.
He's got 11.
But they have a lot of money. And so it feels like he's got more freedom than ever right now to try and give this a go. 3D Max are ready for it. And there we go, a 5v3 that they will convert upon to finally break this streak.
Phew, yeah, 6 in a row for Inner Circle after the guns came out. So game plan was going perfectly here, despite a lost pistol round, and 3D Max now get the chance to fight for the half. Not going to get these Inner Circle players on eco, though. Max harassing, and also just trying to bait them into the AWP on ramp. Lots going on here. Most nades used in the first 30 seconds. So it's going to be a weird late round. Regroup on A. Zerifix can't fake B. He's got no nades, so it's going to be very late on a lurk. And Mac has just left this site. They're re-clearing middle. It's a classic 3D Max right now. They are dedicated 5 players towards B. And now the penny's dropping. It's too quiet. Might be too late. Need that smoke down. There it goes. Serafix has missed the timing. They made a flank.
Oh, there's Captain Kirker and Flierax both in with kills, and so quickly, so decisively, this one is over.
The flank is here, 8 seconds. If he killed Bomb, oh, if he ran and killed Bomb, he would have won the round. That's a shame. It was right there. It was 8 seconds when the bomb went down, and there was no one close enough to pick it up, probably. Oh, bit of a missed opportunity. And Serafix still gets his finishing blow, even though he missed that very awkward timing. It doesn't cost them a thing. In the circle know what they're up against, that's for sure. Forcing 3D Max into the blind mid re-clear. And they just walk into an empty A site. Sucks for Maka. Now a bit of a brittle buy in the last round of the half. Go on.
While this is all going down, you have a separate fight that might be about to come through, and Captain Kirker out towards main. He's making his way in towards Lucky's territory, right? And this has all been kind of going on while that B posturing was taking place. It's an attempt to leave a porch light on here for the rest of Inner Circle, somewhere to go back to. And break on this smoke out towards Cave. They'll get away with the kill to open things up, and there's Lucky dead back in main once more. If you've blinked, you've missed it. 3 kills in an instant, but the bomb's just tumbled away out there in mid. Another kill back from Exercise in the downtime. It won't get any more exciting now the body's been cleaned up out here in middle. Exercise staring in the face of a very unlikely 1v3. Tries to play the timing in through the red room and ends up getting found out. Inner Circle and a very successful T-side venture on their map pick.
For me, French Counter-Strike has always stood out in somewhat of similarities to Danish Counter-Strike. There's always been a passion for the game inside of the French scene. There's been a lot of talent coming out of France, some of the best players in the world. It's always been like a force to be reckoned with in that department, and I think like their play style has been a really nice mix of being extremely aggressive, but at the same time also having quite the tactical depth. Talking in BK was always like a pivotal asset to whatever team we would be playing in France. The likes of Kines is kind of the same story. Kines was also brought up inside of very games. I think I played against Kines in his first official ever in Counter-Strike Source. Talking Shox, he's always been part of the good teams whenever they're on the rise. Shox has always had some kind of godfather role within the teams, like a guy that has guided the young players coming into, and you know, that's just like a cool story for MBK and Kines in that department. The funny story with me and Apex is that we were rivals for a long, long time. He and myself, we shared the same kind of role. He was probably the more aggressive of the two of us. We got to reunite inside of Vitality. He had obviously taken up another role of him being an Indian leader. He had this obsession with having a soldier, which didn't fit my playstyle also. And that is what you see now with the likes of Flames, you know. And it works for him, so let's be honest, it's a great asset. Apex's IGL style is, in my opinion, the perfect fit. He understands and wants to try and utilize his players in the best possible way. Like, he recognizes and wants to figure out what strengths does my player have. He's exceptionally good at reading the game. Not so much like in the micro decision, but more like in the broad picture. Like, he always tries to be one step ahead. He has like the same kind of leadership that Glaive had. Like, he was working off the system, where Apex has maybe created the system. But the Paris major was obviously unique. We knew how much it meant to the organization being French. We had the CEO coming on stage and lifting a trophy and crying. Obviously that was very nice. And we were winning his first major in Vitality in Paris. I mean, like, that's like a Cinderella story in itself. Coming into the grand final, we were standing outside. I remember that I just said to the guys, like, I'm just not losing today. You know, I just made that very clear for them. And I knew that if I could go out and be so confident about my feelings, then that would spark something within them. I was so close to my own goal, and we were so close to the team goal of winning the Paris major. There wouldn't be a world where we would fumble this one. They had this streak going for them right now. They have won 6 tournaments in a row. It's got to be something within them that thinking that they want to try and beat our record back in Australia as being the greatest team of all time. I mean, when a team is doing so good, it creates a lot of possibilities to create some really nice storylines, and there's no doubt that Vitality is also in a position now where they can start doing that. That will just spark something in some of the young players coming out of France. You know, the Counter-Strike in France is not that big in the common knowledge, but I think that's also changing now. We've seen the president going out talking about Vitality, and he's been wearing like a Vitality shirt and everything, so we see it with 3D Max, you know, a full French team, a team that has been grinding, delivering hell out of last season. There's players, you know, that's been around for a while, but there's also a couple of new guys in there.
3D Max might have met their match here on Ancient. In a circle, getting through with a very, very strong T side. Now, that is where they often do their best work. They're going to be swapping over to the CT side of Ancient. If they can lock in a pistol, they're well on their way to the finish line. 3D Max, they need this round if they do want to have a second chance on the map.
Straight out mid, straight up heaven, straight into B. Seems like the plan for the French. There's a smoke being held. Might just have to jump through it here, 3D Max, but Glock's run and gun. Could be worse. Joy gets out and we see a retake setup here for the inner circle. Even smoke shots exercised to make matters worse. It's out of your hands. It's all part of the plan for inner circle. 4v3, 2 smoke kills. Long control taken, and Glock's currently not helping. Bomb planted, nice shot, but Mac is out of ammo, out of time, and a 2v3 ensues.
On the reload, they might try and close in on body here. Oh. Good peeks in tandem, and Gravity puts on a show from bottom of the board. That's a lovely little turnaround in the pistol from the captain of 3D Max. And all right, inner circle might have been blessed with some smoke shots. You really thought that left them in a commanding position. That little turnaround in the 2v3 would say otherwise. 3D Max, maybe there's still hope yet. It's what you got to be telling yourselves at least, you know, it's a huge step in the right direction, and if you're able to find the conversion here, suddenly you're within touching distance of tying up this game.
Harder to win than a pistol is to win the second round. The 3D Max have taken a 5v4 and they've managed to slow it right down as well. It's on the call of Gravity now. If they were to walk into B, it's done. Does seem like they've pieced that one together though. Body feigning something in middle as they climb back up and go for this hit. So 3D Max look like they will convert, at least for one round. There's a likely save for inner circle. Oh, the worst case scenario, losing players here.
I mean, the next round could still be kind of spooky with a bunch of SMGs, pistols to get dropped over to the guys that died. Not quite as threatening as if you'd saved and managed to get out with everything, but you know, a little bit of removal in at the close serves to stifle it somewhat, but I don't know, you could still get tricky with...
Yeah, they've rebought Kevlar and nades, so they're believing. Watch out, Doy. Perfect flash. Oh, but it couldn't crack. Still 3 here. It's the same stack made by Inner Circle. What? Drive-by. Oh, no.
Oh, dear. SMG is getting away with murder, and now down to this. Maka left in the clutch. He's got a player wrapping through the spawn. One man that he knows about over here in main. But no clear path to win this one yet. Maka's going to try and carve one out.
The reset is amazing here from Flierax, getting out entirely. Surely. Oh, Maka. Now it's a game of brain. In-game leader v ex-in-game leader.
Maka just has so little time left. That's the worrying thing. He's sneaking now.
Run B.
Really is to get a move on. 15 seconds as he sets his sight on the B play, and at least he's picked the right one. Gonna put some distance between himself and Onyx. He'll even have some time to get situated and set up and comfortable here in this post plant. It's planted for long and for ramp, so options are open for Maka in this 1v1.
He's picked a good position as well. He might just be able to win this fight straight up. Is he wrapping back cave? Timing is everything. Onyx is shifting his way in. Maka gets tucked in the corner. So as Onyx gets closer to B, Maka's going to hear him running. That makes things a lot easier. Oh, this is a risky move.
I mean, at least there's no kit for Onyx.
Yeah.
You're really hoping that there isn't one, and you'd be right in that if you're Maka. You know that this is just the survivors from that last force buy, and so not concerned once he learns that Onyx has wasted so much time on the retake. Maka clutches for 3D Max to keep things in check on the back of that 1v2.
Yeah, that's just straight up believing there's no kit. There's no other way you make that play if you think he has a kit. High risk, high reward. Round 1, despite running into the stack and just getting drive-by MP9s. Kirker and Flierax made that very interesting. I can't believe Maka gets this kill of all. And I can't say it's been easy, but 3D Max is just 1 round behind now on this T-side comeback.
All right.
Playing with some bravado.
Yeah, taking a bit of aggression to the Inner Circle boys. Playing it grouped in this one, just a pack rolly round. I mean, these are really, really hard to put a stop to, especially when you lose that opening fight. A nice little smoke spam, certainly gonna help.
Is it enough though? These are really hard retakes.
See if you can get one more, go fishing, see if anything opens up to you, and they will come through with something, but in the end, able to repel that retake of 3D Max, just playing the trade game and strong crossfires. They shut it down, and now it's a tie game at 8-all. Suddenly that 8-4 half, you can forget about it.
Yeah, you're seeing the similarity in playstyle that you mentioned coming into this first half, because 3D Max just playing contact, hitting the site immediately in the gun round. Fearless call from a Gravity who is struggling, 4 and 12. But rounds won regardless. 3D Max, 4 straight in this T side to level out the score.
You know, this is meant to be the go-to for Inner Circle. Map where they do their best work, and so if you're able to take it away from them, 3D Max, you were already favorites to win this series, but you become, you know, very, very strong with the removal of this map from the repertoire of Inner Circle if you're able to get away with it. In this one, there is a bit of a skirmish down here in mid that ends even in a 4-on-4. Aggression looking to come through over at the ramp. Gravity's watching for it. Is he able to slow it down? At least scares them out of committing to that push down through the ramp.
He's not having a great game, so instead of just swinging in and taking a fight, he just plays to contain. His presence sends them back to cave. I feel like Flierax has to be the hero of this round on the AWP. He has a go at ramp himself. They just saw pistols here. They won't be ready for that, but neither's he. Missed shot.
They've at least slowed their roll, but they're going to get a kill onto Onyx as he tries to push the cave smoke. Might start exploring other avenues here. Going to send them back into Captain Kirker. Orp misses another shot, but Kirker still in a strong position. Could cause some problems with that kill there. You're going to lose the A site, but you have constant pressure on thanks to Kirker back here in main. Orp out towards the spawn, and Kirker still holds on. Up and over the top, Captain Kirker hits a blinder, and now it's just Exercise. With Captain Kirker on for the ace. Exercise has got a very tall task in front of him, and in comes Captain Kirker to bring the hammer down. All 5, and the lead maintained by Inner Circle.
Unbelievable round from Kirker. That's a 3-on-5 as well, where they're locked out. Catches a lurk, realizes the plan changed, and puts that AK to work. Every position 3D Max had in that post plant felt like the right one. And Kirker adjusts very well. That's one way to break into your CT side. Low economy ace. Now they're playing with confidence as well. Dory goes straight up for the jump heaven. Out mid though, 3D Max pay the price with their life. 3 kills, blink and you miss it. Feels like the round is done and Flierax will not miss that. Maka might have to save, but there is a lot of time on this clock. That has gone oh so wrong for the Frenchman.
It's obvious Mac is expecting some disrespect. He's already seen a smoke walk. He knows what he's up against in this round. You can just tell that from the lines he's taking as he tries to save this AWP.
The worst part is they're not going to give you anything, but then right at the end, they might all come in. So plays it a bit more aggressive. Tries to force a push elsewhere by showing himself in middle. No one moves. Good patience here for Inner Circle. Here we go, 10 seconds, so you already know someone's coming in. Kirker will be the man to finish off and stop that save. Now 3D Max might have hit the brick wall because not only are they out of money, They've activated inner circle CT side. Back-to-back rounds off of that ace. And a third lying in wait.
They are playing into the AWP, but he's got support. Flierax opens, and there's Dory from the donut. Meant to lay that one to rest. That's a lovely little flick for Flierax.
Can he squeeze one more out of it?
I mean, absolutely no shame in this. Just trying to take whatever you can out of the round. Lucky really will try and use every second to remove something, but they're already coming to him. They get very aggressive in the 4v1. Knowing that there's no armor behind that M4, it just kind of emboldens you to go and take the fight.
3D Max have to dig very deep now to run it back flawlessly with 5 rounds in a row. Just haven't really seen that from 3D Max. All they've done in this game is convert their pistols. They've won...
Yeah, they've won, what, 1 gun round?
2 gun rounds.
2 gun rounds? Okay. So yeah, when you think about it like that, it doesn't look great. One of these ones where the scoreline might not even end up telling the full story.
As they start right here and now. Good cancel on mid, because they've just been getting munched in middle. Gravity, nice double from bottom of the server. Able to take 2 kills off the top of heaven. And there's a third from body. Whoa. This is not a pretty round of Counter-Strike, but it's fine for 3D Max. They're not complaining. Thank you for the missed shots. Flierax is full of them.
Bomb has been planted.
3 gun rounds.
Yeah, tally's ticking up. I mean, look, it's a really welcome double kill from Gravity, right? Because I think one of the other problems you've been having is just that the floor and the ceiling has felt higher for the individuals on Inner Circle, man. Like, a lot of the rounds that you found, if your 3D Max have come from just 3 players. Exercise and Gravity had both been a little bit quiet, and they both get double kills in this round. So that is a very welcome addition to the scoreboard. Because even though CS is a team game, sometimes it feels like you're only as strong as your weakest player, and it's a bit of a struggle when you have a couple of guys missing.
That's the difference one good round can make from someone.
I also think Gravity ends up in some relatively important positions on the map, right? And so you don't want him feeling like he can't hold his own. Maybe that double kill will give him a much-needed confidence boost. I think it's a very like self-perpetuating problem for IGLs in particular, ones that are supposed to frag reasonably well. If they start struggling, but are also trying to, you know, cool around and communicate for the rest of the team, how do you lift up your own level? It's a good kill from Maka, but he does go 1 for 1 because of the util. Time will tell if that was worth it.
What it does do is just thin the herd here, so spreads everyone out a little bit more. 3D Max just trying to find the gap now. Kirker with a great clear. He is having one hell of a game. 20 and 10 with an ace in an integral round. He kickstarts yet another 4v3. Max waiting for this cave control. But the AWP has just taken the line. Flierax, okay, he's had some misses here. Can't afford to miss this. 1 kill just safeguards this round. Nickeled out. Teammate there to save. And the molly's a problem, but the AWP will survive. And just jumping out is Onyx as well. So 3D Max, quite a predicament now. 2v4 into this B site.
Any solace you got these two smokes, you'll have enough util to kind of get yourself in, try and set up a plant, but there is still util in play. Need to break that open. 3D Max, don't rush this. Dodge the spam, get the first play across, but the bomb going in second on the back of Lucky will make it across now and a chance to plant. 2v4 in front of 3D Max. They've got a bomb to work with. And they're looking for fights right now in this post plant. Lucky with the first, but so quickly reduced to the last man standing. And that retake takes shape for Inner Circle soon as the bomb is planted.
That's map point. That's the one they needed in this series, right? It's been set up pretty clearly. This is the map Inner Circle must be taking. Nuke has been unreliable for them. And even though the numbers may not look good for 3D Max, it's a go-to for them. Able to play it to a high level. Neither team wants Dust2. It was ugly in 2025 for 3D Max at the best of times. But Inner Circle set themselves up to take this first map of the series, and at that point, anything is possible.
That's a lineup and a half for Lucky.
That's lucky.
5v3, and you just got gifted that double kill. Most fortunate of lineups. So this should be double digits. That's what you're telling yourself. You at least have this chance at the comeback. Body all the way out here in red. And a B stack for Inner Circle. With how 3D Max is set up, that is the site they're looking to head to. There is still time to change your mind on that front, however. The bomb back at the double doors, not in the most opportune position to rotate.
I think they're going into the stack.
They can have a 4v3 for the site control, but so much matters. You know, if you fail at getting one of these openers, if this AWP is allowed to maintain the line in through cave, you're in big trouble. And the aggression going to come through early. Body dead on the wraparound. AWP fires off. And you've accidentally played right into their hands.
18 seconds.
Gonna try and change your mind now. There's so little time left, and it's just Maka. 10 seconds left on the clock, and they'll get to the site before him. There's nowhere left to run, nowhere left to go. This one is done. Inner Circle get it over the line. They close it in style with a 3v5 to win on Ancient.
How about that Inner Circle making outer plays outside the box, perhaps, to bring that one over the line against the 3D Max team that struggled to get activated? Really impressive showing from Inner Circle.
They also had some trouble here, so it's going to be a bit of a struggle bus across Nuke and even a potential Dust2 if 3D Max can take us through this series. But Inner Circle, they're hungry, Harry.
Sorry, I thought there was more to the sentence. You even kept looking at me with your mouth agape.
I knew it was a good bet.
Hugo, if you had a big old fried piece of fish in front of you right now, where are you putting your chips? Like, who do you think is going to take it? That's what
yeah, one of these teams.
I think Inner Circle.
All right.
I think they got them right where they want them.
Okay, you're calling it.
I'm calling it.
2-0 upset.
I like this team.
They've got a Zeus in the pistol. I respect it.
Gotta respect them.
Yeah. Oh. I've seen some good Nuke games from 3D Max. But let's see.
Exorcise drops down lower. And he's got the rest of the team in tow. Now, Dolly is down here, but low on health. You'd love it if he could get out with one more kill. That's wishful thinking, however, as a bit of a push comes out towards the double doors. Space taken away. Captain Kirker moving in. Smoke down to try and obscure their vision. It's a creep up from Lucky that's been spotted, but will get dealt with. 2v2, tap on that bomb, hoping that it forces a fight, forces a peek. Oh god, you got to reload dual Berettas. Good luck. Oh, hang on, the save is there. And now it's down to this 1v1, a lot of time off the bomb, and Zerafix just doesn't have the time to win this round anymore. It's a pistol for 3D Max. They've won all of them in this series.
Damn. It's a bit of an indictment of Ancient, if anything, but yes, indeed, 3 out of 3, and they converted both on the last map as well. So nicely done.
I mean, Gravity came here to kick ass and chew bubble gum.
Yeah.
And he's still chewing gum.
Yeah. Maybe second map, he can kick some ass. He had like 1 good round on Ancient.
Better punchline, I think, that would have been, and this gum's really Moorish or something.
Yeah.
Like, that actually would have been funnier. So let's pretend I said that.
It's got to be flavorless by now, bro. Pop a new piece in. Hey, pop. Exercise looking everywhere. Clearing rafters. And with the bomb down, that should be the round. Me? Just hanging out.
Yeah, that's me. Record scratch, freeze frame. Bet you're wondering how I ended up in this situation. Oh, Captain Kirk.
Oh, Shadow. Sorry.
What's the name of this skin, Hugo? It's not Banana.
Damn it. I was...
He's not a 5'7" Banana.
It's...
Come on, Hugo. I'll give you the initials.
Yeah.
MB.
Mr. Banana.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. You did it. Good job, man. You got the 5'7" Mr. Banana.
What is it?
Monkey business.
Oh.
Come on, man.
It's kind of obvious. The B put me off.
You know you loved monkey business.
Yeah,
Rush
I
was
do.
more of a cheeky chimps guy.
Yeah, it's another great reference, Harry. .3D Max. Look at the land back on their feet. Is it quiet in here, or is it just me?
Got something against a bit of peace and quiet?
No? Ooh.
Okay. That's a pretty nice kill for Zerofix. Oh, Onic him with another. Uh-oh, we've seen... Oh, Zerofix just killed himself.
Wait, he fell out of
He
heaven.
fell out of heaven.
Oh, dear.
He missed the rope. And down he falls.
Now they win a 3v5. Still counts.
It does still count.
Oh, that's a disaster, Harry. It's gone very wrong.
Think you can kill me? Not if I kill myself first. And there it is. Record scratch, freeze frame. Yeah, that's me.
Oh.
There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes. Na, 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 na.
Good bit. You're so back right now, Harry. 3-0 for 3D Max. They're so back. They've converted a 3rd pistol. So here we go. A little late to the party in a circle, but here nonetheless with a full buy.
I don't know how Captain Kirker was the one to win that. It's fine. Body gives him a taste of his own medicine.
BS on BS.
Buzz, buzz. Oh, well, outside Molly.
I did say both these teams lose this map more than they win it, and I feel like we're seeing why in these first couple of rounds. Oh my goodness. Run away.
Oh, I'm freaking out, but it's great bait. It's
Wait.
great bait.
Oh, it's a horrible bait.
God, he will get out with 2 at least.
Sure. Could have gotten out with not letting your teammate die, but that works as well. Why'd he let him die?
I don't know.
Why'd he let him die? Just kill him. What's happening?
Not if I kill myself first.
Like, he got 2, which like makes it seem worth it, but it could have been too clean. You both would have lived. Instead, yeah, no one home. Double ramp.
Bomb has been planted.
There go my heroes.
Come on. Walking it down the ramp. Easy does it for Inner Circle. Low and slow, they're hoping that can be their way in. They've got a smoke and a molly, pretty potent actually for this retake. And a kit for Onyx as well. They haven't cleared dark. Onyx, he's gonna have to get on it. And there's the kill that opens up the world for this retake to happen. Tap on the bomb, trying to bait a fight. That's the commit, there's the lineup. Defuse denied. Doi will get the kill, but no time for this defuse. And so 3D Max still flawless on their T side at 4-0.
I mean, they're very lucky. I'll say that. They are very lucky to be winning this dominant. These rounds must feel frustrating for Inner Circle. The bait and switch, or just the bait on ramp. Gets spammed off the bomb as well. Doi didn't even try and get back on it. He just knew he couldn't win. This is crazy. They could have won second round in a 5v3, if not for falling out of heaven. Missed the deep molly. There's a lot of missed utility in this game already. Don't think that was meant to be to put out the smoke on the roof. No. J-Raz knows. Okay, AWP out. Flierax. He wouldn't miss this, would he?
Oh, they're blocking each other. It's pretty rough. There's no denying it. It's pretty rough. Pretty rough, but you can still win this round, Hugo. And that double kill, it's...
Oh, then he pulls his knife.
Okay, that's fine, though. He's got 2. He's done his part.
Well,
he gets his. Onyx might get his, too. And that then leaves the capable hands of Captain Kirker.
Nice.
You got faith in the old Captain Kirker.
They're going to drop Vent into Captain, aren't they?
He's keeping them under surveillance, Kirker-esque. Gonna get away with one in the Ven, and now it's just Maka.
Cross has already happened though. Kirker's just going for the bomb, going for the site. Onyx with the kit. Maka trying to isolate. They need to swing together. Good spray, but Kirker prevails. And that is a round for Inner Circle against the odds. Nobody saw it coming.
That's why you have faith in Captain Kirker. Like, he's the one guy that will never let you down.
That is true. He is reliable. He's definitely reliable.
Yeah, and I like that you even step back my compliment. He's reliable. That's what I mean too. It's not that he'll never let you down per se.
Let's not be unrealistic.
Yeah.
Let's not say
he might let you down like once or twice, but for the most part, he's solid.
I can't lie. Flierax is just missing today. He's just missing every shot.
Yeah, but you know, at
Every
least
time
he's taken
we've seen him. Yeah, true. But every time we've seen him, he's in like a committed position.
Yeah.
And then he'll miss. It doesn't matter if you miss
you're
when
dead
you're
on.
not committed, but if you're committed, you can't miss. Pick a side.
Are you afraid of commitment?
Yeah. Terrible.
Yeah, okay. That's good. Maybe, well, he's not. You could take a page.
How's that going for him? I feel like my worries are justified.
This is why I'm so afraid. Look at it. Look at this man. Look at this dude. Okay. They missed. Oh, no, they didn't. They didn't. It's to deny the main smoke.
Yeah,
Fine.
sure. Jay, thoughts?
Jay?
Maybe it is. No, he doesn't. He doesn't
Come on,
think so.
man.
He doesn't think.
I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. It's a lot of benefits I've given out. Here we are. Body creeping up with the yard smokes down. There is a man down here in secret. Waiting in the garage as well was Dory, ready for that smoke push.
Well, it's like last round. Just jumped through the smoke.
But look who's down here.
Oh, reliable.
Safe. Captain Kirk, always good for it. Always good for it, man.
Okay, Flierax can't miss.
He can't. Yeah, he won't. He nails it. Lucky dead. And now it's just Maka. Ooh, he's found a little gap. Oh, that one's just going to sail past, but that's fine. He's already hit one. That's more. That's
He hit that.
Yeah, there we go. That's more like it.
It's character development for Flierax. He's hitting 50% of the shots he takes. That's pretty good. I like the pace 3D Max are playing with. They're all over the house, all over the shop. But they are broke. It's finally time for an economical.
I mean, they keep throwing it there, but like...
Maybe it's on purpose.
What? Actually, I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna crash the hell out.
The first one didn't. It looked like a deep molly.
They've thrown it like 4 rounds at this game.
I've seen it 3 times. You sure? 4? That's insane.
I mean, 4 and 3 are like almost the same number. Oh, in through main. Into capable Captain Kirk. Look at him go. Literally never lets you down. Captain Kirk does it again. That's 2 aces now.
Ace in back-to-back maps. Oh, reliable Kirk.
Nah, he literally does never let you down. He hasn't done it yet.
That is Kirk-esque carry. That's what it looks like. He has yet to let me down.
My captain, oh captain, look at him go.
What a boss.
You
know what, Harry? I think I'd be with you if 3D Max once had thrown the smoke that bounces on main roof, but they haven't even thrown it once.
So that's what it's going to take for us to finally get together? Come on, 3D Max. Throw the smoke!
No, I just think, you know, if you're throwing that molly, it's probably because of prep, right? But the prep isn't paying off. So are you really trying to throw that molly? Or are you missing your deep molly? We'll have to wait and see. I'll keep my eyes on it. And by I mean J-Raz and Chev. Here we go. That is the deep molly. There we go. That's how you throw it. So, old captain says if you want it done right... Oh, he didn't throw it. Who threw it? Flierax threw it. They seem aware. We up close. Good flash. I think Body caught him getting into position, so it's a good clear for 3D Max. Flierax gets smoked.
Kirk is already getting his working outfit on. He knows he's going to have to do a solid shift right now, man. He's dropped in towards lower early to try and get ahead of this play. Flierax, that's an important kill on the body there on the lurk out in the yard, but a different fight on either end of the map.
Old Kirk.
On a door, closed by Onyx.
There he is.
Kirk, man, just this guy, 13 and 2. 13 and 2, Hugo.
Pretty good.
And he's ready to come up the vent. You see him at B. Now he's on A. Captain Kirk, you just never can look away from this guy. He's ready to come. Oh, he just got hit by his own teammate.
They don't know.
Oh, and it won't matter. Kirk not even required.
I'm going to worry about the T side, I think. You know, with a team that struggles.
Could you?
Sorry, is that too negative?
With Captain Kirk playing like this?
Yeah, but it's Nuke. You can't carry it as a one-man. You need a good, honest T side. And Inner Circle right now are playing nice reaction CS. They're not doing too much and not making any plays. They're just stopping 3D Max all across the map. But I think that second half is going to be a lot harder. So they need these rounds right now if they're going to find this upset 2-0. Molly main roof. There's no way you miss it 4 times. I'm starting to be convinced, Harry.
It has to be on purpose.
It must be.
Well, because also to even throw it there, they're doing it from the same spot you throw the outside molly. It's looking like they're like left and right click throwing that. And so it'd be the easiest fix to actually land the outside molly.
Let's give them more credit. They're definitely
It's on purpose.
Yeah, surely, right.
It's on purpose.
Captain Kirker looking to clear the lobby
So
out.
much faith in him. Like,
They're in the
literally
heart, though.
has never let anyone down ever.
Oh, he's going to find the bomb, Harry. Old Kirker. Here we go. Heard them on the ladder. Exercise coming in. Kirker. Bomb dropped.
Never lets you down. Never lets you down.
2. On your bike.
They should start calling him Rick. As in Astley. Because he never gives up. And he's never going to let you down. Captain Kirker, another multi-kill round.
What a monster. 16 and 2. He's
Dude, he's
in the
so
right
good.
place and hitting every single shot. When they're B, he's B. When they're lobby, he's lobby. Oh. Yeah.
You just know you've been Kirked. Like there's not that's the only thing you're feeling right now. It's such a one-man army. It's ludicrous. 22 kills on everyone else on his team. He's at 16 and 2. And just dodges the flash in the bend. Perfect, literally perfect. Captain Kirker again. What the hell is going on? This is a one-man army, Hugo. You've been assuring me one man can't win you the game. One guy can't do it all. Captain Kirker is here to challenge your puny, tiny worldview, Hugo. He's ready to absolutely ruin their day.
Oh, God. Hit the second. 50%.
No, look, Flierax doesn't hit anything. It's fine.
Oh, God.
Because Kirker's still alive.
Kirker is dead.
No!
3D Max, they're back, baby. Triple from the Mac attack. And Dory 1v3. That's a start. He's got a smoke, he's got a kit, he's got a hope, he's got a chance. Out he goes, but the trade is perfect. And so 3D Max survive. And it makes you think, if only Flierax hit one of those 3 shots, what it could have been. This is such a strange game.
It's really rough as well. As an AWP, even having the ability to have gotten 3 shots off is impressive, you know, and like staying alive there, but you're dead on. It's not a phrase you say a lot, right? Had to just hit 1 of 3. That's a very low percentage for your AWP. You want a bit more output from Flierax, especially because he's had the AWP so much. Right? Sometimes you get to the end of a game, you feel like the AWP never really got a position to succeed, but Flierax has been in a lot of good fights. Double push, dealt with, but it's a lobby crunch, so all across the board that aggression comes through and they get out with a 3-on-3. Flierax, come on.
Shadow advantage on this
Come
line.
on now. You have everything going your way. Okay, backing up a little.
It might go main. It'd be very 3D Max to walk through that smoke, wouldn't it? They go garage
What about
instead.
Garage?
Here
With their
at the
Lamborghini.
garage. Smoke down. He's already through it. They can go behind the AWP. Meanwhile, Kirker has lobby. In secret is Onyx. Flierax getting curious. He's found the gap, but he's missed every timing.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, and then he scopes in, and now they know where the AWP is.
2D Max are frozen in place.
I mean, everyone's frozen.
Oh, wait, he ran away.
Challenge that?
Missed shot.
Okay, that's fine.
He ran away. Not sure why. It's a free kill. Okay, body gets space. Harry, he is reliable, but how can Kirker win it here?
I
He's
don't
backside.
know. He's
They're
in a
coming in
tricky
from
position.
heaven
He's
and
gonna
main.
get
He's
split.
backside. He has to be perfect.
Okay, we have to know where we have to find. This is where we find out where the upper limit lies on
18
Captain
and 3.
Kirker's abilities,
Full
because
nets.
yes, he's getting wrapped through heaven and main in tandem, and he will just get shot in the back of the head by body. Flierax finally delivers one, but a re-swing and the AWP wasn't ready for him.
He was last seen secret, so this is a good reroute for Onyx, but it's going to take time, and that's time that 3D Max have on their side. Body in heaven with a Molotov. That should be all that matters. There's a smoke available. Onic needs to find this quick 1v1. Needs it clean. There it is. Smoke for the bomb. Molly for heaven. Body, he's screwed here. He can molly the bomb himself, but into smoke, into stick. What can Body do? He's got to run through.
Spam comes through, but the defuse lands first. Gets a kill, but won't get the glory. It's robbed out from underneath them. Inner Circle now with a chance of winning out this half on the CT side as they just take the lead in round 11. Been a monumental effort from Captain Kirker, but nice to know that even when he's dealt with, others are able to step up and fill those shoes.
Unreal game, just a roller coaster both sides. 3D Max just trying to stay on the ride, but their seatbelt unbuckled, and the loop-de-loop is coming. Flierax outside, Dory nearby. Crossing with no smokes. Gonna land late, they peek before it. Both players caught in the open. Great play from 3D Max to break the timing up. 5v3, where is Kirker? In the right place. And even now he's reading it, going back up because they've only sent one player down lower. If that player investigates, it's a problem. Kirker goes looking lobby and gets found. 2v5. 3D Max, a near impossible round to lose. No serious space here for Inner Circle. A kill down B will send them into upper, and now they know A is clear. Oh god, Maka. It's a bit of a miss, but they've got...
Oh, wait, he's been helped.
Yeah.
Okay, thank goodness. They get gun on in time.
They will save themselves here with 6.
Yeah, worst way for your round to end here. Onic knows there's kind of no winning this with smoke down, Spam connects, and 3D Max do what they can to level out on the half. It's 6-all here as 3D Max fight to survive the night of BLAST Bounty.
My name is Jacob Winneke, and today I'll walk you through a little bit of a map analysis on Nuke. It's between Spirit and Eternal Fire, and what I want to showcase for you guys today is how you condition your opponents to feel uncomfortable and maybe deny them information in order to cause rotations and then losing your rounds. Now we have Spirit on the T side and we have Eternal Fire on the CT side, and I want to set the scene from the get-go. Donk over here towards Yard is being applied to, I guess, pressurize a little bit. According with Donk right here, there's also 2 smokes being put down. One here and one here, which is going to deny the vision for the player up here in CT spawn, so he no longer knows whether or not anyone can cross down towards secret. So with those 2 smokes, you're conditioning the opponent and forcing them to make a calculated guess whether or not someone is going down secret, which is why they have placed a player down towards secret already here, so the CT defense have now been spread thin from the get-go. Now what's going to happen now is that Spirit is going to stay inside the lobby, and what they're hoping for is some sort of reaction for Eternal Fire. However, they're playing very defensively. As you can see the way it's set up right now as well, you have a player very defensively out here, you have a player down towards secret who's super defensive, you have 2 players inside who at this point haven't made a move or haven't pushed or haven't done anything, and you have a player boosted on ramp as well in a very isolated position where he cannot rotate away. When you're in this position right here, you're fighting till you're dying. Now what's going to happen is that we have 3 Spirit players moving towards ramp right here later in the round, and they're going to go out and they're going to go out towards ramp and applying their pressure. Now before they do that, they have players out here in Donk who's now rotated from Yard back towards lobby in towards center with this boy. They're going to throw Molotovs towards inner. I believe they're Molotoving behind the second vent. They're Molotoving somewhere on the side as well, and they're also going to throw a smoke towards gate. Now what that does is that they're trying to sell the idea that they're going inside. Meanwhile, 3 players from Spirit are moving in towards ramp, and they're actually going out ramp right here.
In the most nonsensical match of 2026 so far, 3D Max and Inner Circle rages on. It's the latter that survived the first half with 5 rounds straight as 3D Max continue to convert pistols and do little more. Can they find a 4th out of 4th here in the second map, or is it going to be Inner Circle breaking in and stealing this 2-0 away?
Yeah, you know, I think pistol track record has spoken for itself here for 3D Max, but now more than ever, they need it to stay true. They've won all of them thus far, and even then, this could still be a 2-0 against them. Things would get very dicey were they to lose their first pistol here and now. So a 4v4, it's important. They even get a player down through the vents early in this lower take. Body dead. And now vent held. Zerofix won't miss that one. Up close and personal. Oh dear, 3D Max.
Yeah, if you think you're going to sneak down the vent when there's 4 players in secret, you have not been paying attention. Seems like 3D Max will finally fall in a pistol round unless Gravity out of ammo. They're chasing him down. They do find the kill.
It's a
1v1 as Maka made his way down that ladder. Chasing the bomb right now. Flierax might be forced to commit as Maka looks for a quick headshot. Time not on his side. He needs his kill and he needs it now. Maka's got it, but nothing on the clock remains. 3 kills and still the round goes the way of Inner Circle just by the skin of their teeth. Now what?
Oh, hey, I mean, we don't really know how Inner Circle are at their anti-eco round, so still could be a way in.
Not a great start, Max 7. Oh, well, full rush on this second round. And look what happens. Huh.
Counter-terrorists win.
Ooh, that's not good, Hugo.
No. Max 7.
Kind of what I was worried about.
Yeah, full rush.
Playing like a rushy, fast round, it makes sense for this type of a team. But into the Mag 7, into the SMGs.
Booyah.
Counter-terrorists.
Back to the drawing board.
I gotta pick a new place and rush it.
Viable.
Body hears the steps, sees no use in hanging around and giving a gun away, so tries to put distance, but they will come to him.
Nice double.
Good double kill, yeah, and there's the support from Gravity just to extend this advantage. Nowhere left to run for Zerofix. He's dead. And so lead retaken for 3D Max. Eco looming for the side of Inner Circle. They're about to sweeten the deal.
And this is what I was saying. Even as Inner Circle were doing well on the CT side, you know, let's not get too ahead of ourselves, but it's the T sides that I'm worried for when they get rifles, because if you're full rushing top site on the anti-eco and just kind of hoping that there's no stack there, do you have the depth on this map? A map that has not done you well in 2025 or even in the last 3 months, even worse, losing it more often than not. Are you able to long out an experienced Nuke team at the top level? Or are you just hoping?
Thoughts on the Zeus, Hugo?
I always love a Zeus. You know me. Did it on CT side, doing it on T side.
Thoughts on the Zeus skin and charm placement?
I need to look. But the Zeus has been put away, Harry.
The Zeus was the yellow ball.
Yeah, I saw the yellow one.
And it had a little
I am anti-charm.
teamy-weemy on the
I'm
back.
anti-charm. All charms should be banned. What you got? There's always that one teammate sitting in lobby with
This
a
is
Glock.
normally you.
This
You
is
have a
not me.
Zeus waiting to get your one and then try and clutch.
If I have a Zeus, I rush main room.
No, you.
Every
Well, sometimes you do.
Every time. Come on.
Sometimes.
I don't do this, Harry. What is this? It's not even Zeusing.
He's gonna say, "Hey, my name's Zeus. Nice to meet you. Charmed, I'm sure."
That's a good joke,
Come on.
actually. Here we go. Oh,
Ah.
well. Charmed. I'm sure. By coming out here for Inner Circle. And without it, we might have 3D Max relieve themselves and just brush this game aside. Because this was a stressful map of Counter-Strike, that's for sure.
They might want. Here we are, little orb to open things up. Maka out in the yard.
Just pissing in the wind. It's going everywhere.
Maka backs off.
Double secret.
And that's because he's got teammates here ready to receive. Now, sure, you were ready for gravity, but are you ready for exercise? Yes, they are. They've gotten past him and find their way into lower in a 3-on-3. Rotates already streaming in through the ramp side. You're expecting more resistance here after seeing 2 in at lower. Your suspicion is peaked.
It's always a mind game. Do we want to go out here? Is it too obvious? Going to leave enough time that perhaps 3D Max doubts it, but they're committed with 2 strong. One gets blocked off. Body. Oh, what a
Huge
clear.
save. Massive save for Doi, man. That could have gone so wrong.
Whoa.
Hey! And a little surprise through the smoke.
He could have right-clicked him. It would have killed him. So Inner Circle are back. That round felt like a necessity. Without it, would have just been the streak off of that force buy and another eco coming. So only 1 round behind here. Oh, Inner Circle. But lots of money in the coffers of the Max. Another nade available.
Ooh, there's the reveal, and Maka chows down for 1. Body already down here, and Maka's orb still lighting up the outside cross. Okay, that's nice for Zero Fix. But it is a drop in the bucket here for Inner Circle. They're still staring in the face of a 2v4. They know bombs down and lower. They know the other guy now is out in the yard. Onic might be able to reply with that first kill, but always on a timer when the info's there with man advantage for 3D Max. They'll be sure to bring the fights to Inner Circle. And that allows them to maintain a healthy lead here, a little gap of 2. On their way to try and make this a 3-map series.
Nice double break there. Got Maka 2 kills. No need to overcomplicate it. A simple round for 3D Max to immediately break money of Inner Circle. So Tech9's outside, hoping for the best. Oops.
Okay, only stops 1, and AK gets put to work on Doi. They're even out through the door, but 2 players here, 1 waiting at the back of the site, and Exercise as well starts to creep forward now.
Go outside for the guns, maybe. It's otherwise, what hope do you have? Give Onic this rifle. First, a bit of patience. Sow some doubt, rather. Two still upper. Ventrop would be the best play, but Exercise saw him. Now they're ready.
Body not going to go down easy, and he lines up 3 on the push in through the heart. A very nice, well-controlled spray. And that'll see you through and on to 11. I mean, you're making a hell of a final grasp to victory here. 3D Max able to recover this one, in spite of that early awkwardness out towards main. Finding a lot of success on this CT half. They want to try and lock in Dust2, and I mean, they could. If they win this round here and now, money's still in a weird spot for Inner Circle. Suddenly, they are on a fast track to the win.
It's rare miss for Maka. He's had a great game here. And Inner Circle, you see, they're just kind of throwing themselves out there, walking through the smoke. It's nice. They found a gap on the right side. They're going to swing body. See ya. Wow, double entry. It's one way to break in, but there's already players on B.
Oh, dude, no ignoring the step up that Dory has had in this second half. Will get shut down here on the aggression, and that actually leaves a 1v1 open in at lower. This is the bomb! Flierax had to survive that skirmish, and he will just barely hold on.
Laughing it off. Just happy you won the round. That could have gone very wrong if the bomb got dropped there. Inner Circle, look, it's a bit of a gimme. The ramp smoke push. Bit of luck here. But they make the most of it. Do they have some more gimmicks in store to win this game? Or is it just another flash in this pan?
I mean, something that's nice is you're on the verge of breaking their money, right? You got one more. If you play one more solid round, one more good round, you get the big reward, which should be an 11-11 game, putting you in the power position as well, with a chance again at 11-11 to break 3D Max's money. So there is a route to win this open for Inner Circle, but they've got to win this round.
Dory is just carrying them on this T side right now. Kirka walks so Dory could run.
Yeah, Kirka got them through that first half intact, and it's bought just enough time for Dory to get online.
He's not done though, just picked Maka outside at red, so another huge entry kill. You can't afford to lose this round. This could be the game right now.
Yeah.
You need to win this 5v3.
Yeah, all the win conditions that are open for Inner Circle align if they win this round.
Main split is good, but you've got to clear up. There's 2 Rafters players. Cook getting backstabbed. Uh-oh, this is how it goes
Nothing he can do
wrong.
about that. Nothing he could have done about that. It's a well-timed push for Lucky out in the yard.
You can still cancel.
But look at the fear in the rest of Inner Circle. Now it's got them doubting whether or not they want to commit to this.
Yeah, good call.
Gonna change their mind, gonna up and leave. Doy will hang around and try to keep pressure on at the top site as ramp room's taken away. He gets ahead of this drop down on the rotate, and he has found the perfect gap. What a call. One man still in heaven. Will be able to swing out a little bit later. Where's Dory going to hold? Because he knows they have to come up through the vent if they want to get here quickly, but he'll still catch the timing on the heaven run out.
He just knows how jumpy they are. They've been jumpy all game. They've been believing the calls because there's been no fakery in this T side whatsoever for Inner Circle. And not only do they fake, they double fake
Also,
in this round.
I think you kind of almost want to be hunting here. Right? Like, if these guns get out, you actually have a bit of a grind even in this next round, and that whole idea of getting one for free, like we prophesized, won't come through. I think you wait till the bomb feels like it's at a really safe margin, and then you should at least be sending out one player here just to go and try and remove even one of these guns. Because that would, you know, really, really cripple the money of 3D Max looking forward.
Yeah, they don't know where they are. They don't want to risk it. They'd rather win the round safely and build their own economy at this point of the game. So it does mean that 3D Max have a better chance than maybe prophesized. You could justify a buy here, Harry. You could get 4 rifles in this next round. You will not have the orb. Oh, Mac has got the... Okay, he glasses the orb. Wait. They save it? They might have saved it. I missed that. Now it's just tempting to buy. Now
I mean, dude,
not to.
The one thing is, though, if they buy, you could actually get the money-breaking round at 11-11.
Sure. All presuming no saves. One round at a time is how it is.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you have to take it at this point, right? Like, this late in the matchup. 3D Max, they will try and field a buy here.
Turn the lights off, Harry. That's how serious it's gotten. Can they seize this opportunity? Their best chance at ending this series here and now. A round down. Dory putting in some sick individual moments in this T side.
I mean, even now, like, it's really late in the game, so you might expect something a bit more passive from 3D Max, but I don't know if the buy is super accommodating to that end. Like, you kind of want Maka trying to be involved on this AWP, want the Rifles trying to chime in. Guys that can afford to sit back is probably Exercise with the Mag 7, just play pretty dedicated in towards the top site. And so I hope this means we get a bit of movement, a bit of roaming on the Rifles, on the heavy-hitting weapons. You can go slow in the beginning, but eventually, you might want to try and find some gaps in the offense.
Second wall of smokes, not a single player crosses, so they're really trying to fake this out. Exercise with the Mag 7 might be in the prime position. It's looking like an A attack. Maka and there's 4 here. There are 4 players in this top site. Got bad news in a circle. Okay, one leaves. But there's a spot. Maka makes that orb sing. Oh, no.
There's one on the entry. Lucky also cleaned up. And I mean, they're going into the stack. They're going into all 5. Maka and Body will put a stop to this upper hit. It's just onto the captain. Onic with 1. But he's still got a lot left to do. Bomb on his back. He's got time to try and get tricky with this. You're looking at a 1v3 to try and keep the dream of winning this one alive.
And they're just not falling for it. They both stay topside.
This would be a crushing round. There's a duel about to take place here, and he's just made it up the ladder, dodging capture, but into the AWP. Map point secured for 3D Max. Their backs against the wall. They were broke if they lost that. They stop Onic in the clutch.
Yeah, nice read for 3D Max on those smokes that they were entirely a fake, right? Maka, he's been such a nuisance outside that he knows they're not going to give him the fight he wants. He goes into A, finds himself a triple kill as a topside player on the orb. Beautiful shots. Stops that clutch from building up after a miss from Gravity. And 3D Max might just clinch their map in this series. 2 chances to close it out. Is it just back to ramp? Gravity has been the weaker player in this series for 3D Max, but he's got an AK in a strong position. They need to find it clean, 1 for 1.
He's going to hear a lot of footsteps. Kirker goes in first. Missed shot for Maka.
No.
Hasn't been many of them, but will come back with a vengeance for the second. Even a crazy swing for Lucky. Maka does the same. It might be a little too much, as they've given away a couple of kills over the ramp and a chance in the 2v2 to slow it down. Take the pace out of it now. Exercise knows he has 1 trapped in at the door. This smoke is meant to make him feel some pressure. Spam either which way. They both suffer from it, but Onyx certainly more so. Zerafik's going to rejoin him back here in the lobby, but the correct read for 3D Max as they put both players in at this upper site. Body keeping it very dynamic, constantly moving. Was out in heaven, ready to help Exercise just a moment ago. Now back in at the ramp room in time. Does a lot of damage on that scale down the ramp. Doesn't know about Onic. Needs this kill cleanly, and he's going to get it. Still hope for Inner Circle. They're in a 2v1, allowing a bit of time to Exercise with the fake plant. So he's allowed to close the distance. You're low on HP here. The stress is still high in this round. But if 3D Max go for this and come up short, they're broke. They need this clutch more than ever. And the shadow's been spotted. Exercise knows that Onic is pinned in over here at the ramp.
Huh?
Or at least I thought it was. Looked just like it. They also know he got a kill here earlier. Should be aware. Bomb's tucked. You could get on this right now. Onyx out in the open, and he'll hit it.
How?
11 secured, money of 3D Max in tatters, and Inner Circle is still in this as Onyx answers the call with a 1v1 clutch that just might be game-defining.
How does Onyx win that? There is every advantage to 3D Max. He is one shot from death. He goes out on the other side of ramp. The bomb is not for him. That could be a full stick, and he can't stop it. But risk, reward, and again, it pays off. That's Inner Circle's game all day long. Unreal match of Counter-Strike here. This has had everything. Highs, definitely lows. And all between. Coming down to the final round of regulation. 3D Max timeout. A flustered French squad who just can't get the read. As Inner Circle fake and fake some more towards the end of this T side. It was one-dimensional at the beginning. Now it is so mid-round.
Yeah, I mean, dude, the thing that's kind of wild is I think big picture, 3D Max have had good reads, but it's the micro moments.
Maybe he thought there were two players alive because he did. We saw the replay.
Yeah,
we saw him
right?
peek. That wasn't a shadow. That was a full body.
Yeah.
I think they told him after he starts checking dark, like, bro, he's ramp. Still, round one by Inner Circle. We play on, and we may even play into overtime.
And I'm so glad they're staying away from A. It's been their go-to port of call whenever the money's low, and it's never once worked out for them.
Oh dear, Maka.
Gonna go unchecked, gonna go uncleared, and he is milking this for all he can. Two kills from Maka. Really set the tone of this force buy. That's a lot of damage done on the secret push.
2v5.
It's gonna come down to a 2v5. They've managed to thin the herd. They've managed to bring two players out of the round, but they know these rotates are on the way. They know that 3D Max are going to start to scramble bodies in towards lower through one of these three avenues.
Just don't want to commit because everywhere they go, it's stacked. Everywhere they go, they run into all of 3D Max, but here, just taking headshots knocks Maka out. There's a flank closing in.
And they were considering for a moment the prospect of flying back up the vent, but it's blind on the top side. They don't want to leave it to chance. That one kill rolled out the red carpet for the lower plant. Mag 7 for exercise, up close, up personal, but he can't find the second. And now it's Zero Fix versus Body for overtime. And with the swing, Zero Fix makes it look easy. 4 kills from him, and OT secured. Inner Circle still with fight left in him.
There's so much trauma in this game for Inner Circle. The stacks, the calls, not knowing when to believe your read. Walking into stack after stack, they commit to B. It is the right move. And even though the flank flusters them with a Mag 7 pump to the face, it's another clutch for Inner Circle. Shocking that not only they're still here, but they are in with a chance of taking this series 2-0 in overtime. Maka's AWP once again enters the fray. That was a 2v5 from Inner Circle. Watch out for Maka.
Yeah, he's just been lights out all across the game. It's great to at least have him on the AWP now that we've hit extra time. That was the big downside to kind of running out of money there in the end of regulation. But in the same way that Kirka felt in that first half, you know, in rounds where he would fall, in rounds where he would die getting nothing done, it can feel really, really tough. So you need that output to remain for Maka. Kirka will be the first to fall in this one.
Oh, the two timings that Lucky has peaked, Flierax has missed. Down the vent, and not quiet about it either. Oh dear. Is this how it begins? Body quick to B. Lovely double bomb dropped. And so with that, the round, surely. Nothing to do here. Flierax will find one, but they've got the bomb on lower, and they're not fighting him. Why give him the chance?
Yeah, I mean, save is just the right move here. You never feel good about doing it in OT, but really the only option open to you. And so a nice start to the extra time, at least for 3D Max. you know, money kind of being their undoing down the stretch in those final rounds, but now that's not a problem once you hit OT. And they're going to be set up for the remainder of the half here, taking that first in overtime. So you're going to get to see the AWP. It's going to be a constant threat on this CT side. Macca's always going to have that to play with. Something else that's worrisome even is just the slowdown from Kirker. I don't remember the exact numbers, but I want to say he's only had like 4 kills in this T side compared to his monumental CT half that was just otherworldly to even keep them in this game.
Back to the random rushes. These did not do them well.
I just don't think, you know, you're at a point in the game where I don't really feel like you should have the pressure to want to be smoke pushing like this.
It's just like they can't say, oh, this worked. We can do this. Like, all their rounds came off of finding trades or entries and just mid-rounding and doing it pretty well. They were great in a 3v3. I would put my house on Inner Circle, but when it comes to the 5v5, they're getting picked. Mac is finding entries. They're not clearing the right spots. They're going into stacks.
I just think that was like 3 rather individual kind of peaks and pushes to try and get something going. And sure, like if one of them had found a kill, like you say, you kind of enter that mid round that you're talking about. You can try and slow it down. But that's the worst case of that type of a play. All of them die. None of your kind of initial looks at the round play out.
Yeah,
and you're left in a really awkward 2v5. You're also doing this while 3D Max have all their util in play.
No
That's
way.
more like it. Little opener provided thanks to a peek from Body out towards Secret.
Body knew he was spotted. Didn't need to re-peek that. Got out. Nice shot for Flierax though. Needed that to give Inner Circle a shot here. T side looking for 1 round. Lucky. Listening out for footsteps down Secret. And typically when they've done this, it's been a fake. It's not been players crossing. So 3D Max aren't rotating a single player. Lucky has to investigate, and he finds out the hard way. No numbers past 2. He sees bomb, though, so that should sound some alarms here. Luck dead. Gravity with a chance to save the round.
And he's got Maka making his way down and lend a bit of support as well, even just not having to be as worried about single. At bare minimum, Maka will be able to communicate when this single door player is out, and that lets Gravity just focus forward, look at the window, and really home in on this one sight line.
There's smoke!
Maka doing what he can, but one man has slipped the net. Gravity gets away with 1, and there's Maka doubling up. In the blink of an eye, it's only Flierax, and he's been struggling in this game thus far, running the risk of getting double peaked, and that's not even required. It's a flawless CT half, leveled against Inner Circle.
Without that missed smoke, that's a completely different round. Maka can't go through with an AWP, and he doesn't find his double, and you know, Gravity's alone. He's going to get traded for sure. They're coming from 3 different positions, so yeah, just coming down to 1 missed bit of utility. And again, the right read from 3D Max. Got to give credit to Gravity if he's the one making these calls. Their stacks have just been excellent all game. Yeah, they've been outmaneuvered in some of these rounds, but for the most part, they've had the players in the right places. 15 to 12, 3 shots to take us to Dust2 here. 3D Max shooting for the stars. They've got the room to get a little bit crazy.
I mean, the only reason the CT side was remotely competitive was really because of Captain Kirker.
Yeah, true.
And like we said earlier, he had 4 kills in second half, T side and overtime. He never really, 5, I guess. I'm giving him too little credit. But yeah, he never really got going. Not in any capacity, not when you think about the monstrous CT half that this guy put forward. He was untouchable. Like, just a godly scoreline. And I don't know if he can tap back into that now that he's on the same side, because it's been a whole half and a long half at that, one where he was getting bodied.
They were going to go for an A-pop. They cancelled the call. They had flash set up and everything, but now going outside. Smoke's down, they shift. Can there be any denial here, or either any info for Circle? They
you
don't
see
know.
the miss Molly, you're so happy about that. You instantly pick up the pace, start rushing a man ahead of the pack in the form of Lucky.
It's got to be Captain.
Captain Kirk, right place, hero of the first half. Stellar CT side effort to even make this game competitive. But the big question now is, can he tap back into that? Can he find his form again after a quiet T side, both in regulation and OT?
20 seconds. Bomb is stuck B. Will it go up the vent? Gravity found a kill upper. It could be tempting.
If they do, Onyx is here to try and deny. Bomb tumbles away, and Onyx stops the spillover of 2 players.
7, 6,
Only just
5,
crossing in now.
4.
Plot
He's got
down
it.
with second to spare. And so that will go in. 3v3 on the retake now, and double AWP on Zero Fix and Flierax. Worst possible guns for the job.
That's GG, surely. How do you win this?
Oh, one of the orbs will open. Now the push out from the heavens. It's only Body, but he's gone undetected. They don't know about him. They're going to learn about him the hard way. And he won't let them forget one quick kill, but that's it. Defuse grabbed, clutch denied, inner circle. One more round of life.
One more round of stress. At no point are you relaxed in that game. They thought they won it to the clock. They ran out of heaven. But it's that reset that gets them the kill back in the round. Flierax in main. He doesn't miss that. My goodness. Our inner circle really going to compete for double overtime. First step of a marathon. .31 kills on Maka. The majority of that coming down to the CT side AWP. Aggressive outside, anchoring A. You find an opening kill on ramp. Oof, Body eats a silo nade. It's a passive ramp setup here. Not looking to overcommit. Smokes come down, but Flierax comes up secret. It's only Body outside. And he even checks their position, but no hit. Gonna move that orb. Maka just searching. There are kills to be found outside.
A lot of damage done the way of 3D Max, but in comes that Maka AWP.
Huh?
Oh, if you take a swing at him, you really want to complete the kill, and they will. They put 2 players on it. 3D Max make it into the B site in the downtime. Missed shot for Flierax, and Exercise looks like he wants to give chase to this, playing it through the smoke, decides against it. Warp closes in, shot rallies past. One shot on the planter there, could have done it. Instead, Lucky over here towards the ramp, low on health, still gets his. And this is what it comes down to, 2v2. Both players tagged up, both players low. Exercise has just missed that cross into the window, but giving chase to this position anyway. At 30 HP, he now enters a very powerful post plant. This crossfire should be a bridge too far for Onyx. Bomb out in the open, a player at ramp, player at the double doors, and nowhere left to run. 3D Max get it done in OT. This series now going the distance.
Wow, a stunner in overtime, almost believing that could have gone double. That was very nervy right at the end. Two extremely low players able to bring down the 2v2 for 3D Max. Yeah, Jacob, you predicted that this would go to a third map. Were you ever in?
They wouldn't be out of the ordinary if they were to lose to an underdog here at Blast Bounty. This week, at least, there's been a couple of those going round. Latest was Na'Vi last night, falling to Monty. So let's see if 3D Max can exceed after a very strange nuke. They won it though. Yep, into CT spawn. Well, the weirdness has not finished. Shut down on all sides of the map. Captain Kurtker with 2, and Lucky responds, but he's got no bomb for this site.
And it would take one hell of a misstep for him to get that bomb back.
They're dying for that bomb. You want to get it, you got to get through me.
I mean, you can almost just wait till he gives you any type of sound cue, anything to play off of, and then just double swing him. So you'd like to think this should be a safe bet for Inner Circle, and there it is. That double swing comes through. They will secure themselves a pistol, which is nice, right? We've only seen one other pistol round win thus far for Inner Circle, and immediately got cancelled out with a force buy victory from 3D Max. This is kind of their chance at redemption here on map 3.
Definitely should be, especially on CT side as well. It's hard to win a force buy. It's not even really common to force on T side Dust2 without a plant, at least. Idea was there for 3D Max, get a player into spawn and then try and use him to cut rotates. So you can go mid to B. But just an idea. And just Glocks and Deagle here in the second round. Oh, one Deagle doing a lot. A good oppressive fight in middle. Keeps Inner Circle in control.
I think if you're 3D Max, you're really hoping that Maka, that wasn't like a one-game show-off from him. You want him to come into Dust2 with a similar vibe.
Kind of hoping some of his team could match him to a degree. It's been a very quiet series from Gravity, Exercise. There's not already been many standout moments here. 3D Max, other than Maka. They get out mid to B. That's just the first step in a long journey here. Bomb up Cat. Close for Lucky.
Oh, a strong flash. Really, really lovely. Just to shut down this mid-take before it even begins, really. Might have been out of the doors, but you don't have a chance to play whatever you wanted to in this round.
Sat in middle for far too long without making any progress. And as soon as the extra 2 players come through doors, that's when Kurtker drops his flash. High impact. Doy with 3. That cat fake was easily read by Inner Circle. And we're seeing their comfort on this map already. The util has looked really strong, nailing some nice flashbangs in these last couple of rounds.
Counter-terrorist.
So 3-0. Delayed gratification. They convert a pistol.
Wow, long, fast Flierax. Good shot to open things up. It's really, really nice whenever your AWP's out long there getting rushed at by pistols. If he can find the first, just gives him that much more room to fall back, go through the motions now on this AWP. There's the support, and Flierax still hitting his on the AWP.
Maybe he's a Dust2 player.
If you asked him, he'd say, hell yeah, look at him go. I mean, this is already, you know, feeling like a more fruitful outing than some of those rounds on Nuke. Really did take him a long time to find his footing on that map.
Even Ancient as well. I mean, lots of missed shots.
Bit of weirdness, but all will be forgiven as they turn around and deal with Lucky. Still flawless for Inner Circle.
Hope 3D Max saves some energy for this third map because they gave it their all there to close out Nuke. Coming in with only 2 players having found kills yet.
In a weird way as well, having like 3 guys start off yet to feel like they've made a dent in the game. Sometimes that can feel in a way a little bit relieving. It's like, no wonder the rounds are hard. 3 of us haven't even had like a proper fair fight yet. And that almost makes sense when you think about the fact that the first rifle round ended cataclysmically in that flash play in middle.
Sure.
You know, you haven't really had like a drawn out chance to mid-round get anything going there. It's been super decisive L's. And so, if you are given a bit of room, a bit of respect, then let's see what 3D Max can do. Like in this round, where they're not having any crazy challenge leveled against them early on. It's not down to some out there rush. They once again get away with the mid play. They've got Maka now posted on this AWP, and he's got teammates with him. Let's see if they learn their lessons from last time and go a little bit quicker about this mid control. That smoke's already in.
Waiting for a kill to come Maka's way from the jump, but no one's going for info. Break came through, spray for Kirk finds Maka. Now they have to go. Now they've got nothing left to show for this. 2 players walking with the bomb. Kirk goes through the smoke. It will be a bridge too far. Strong position on Kai of Adori, and Onyx got his back. 40 seconds here. 3D Max a bit trapped out right now.
Oh, Onyx. Okay, yeah. He didn't walk through. It looked like he was gonna.
They've got this strong position from Gravity. They're just leaving him here.
I mean, they know he's here, though. And I love how Inner Circle just deal with him before it becomes a problem, right? There was a choice to be made. You either deal with it now or you deal with it later. And they go with the former. They swing that mid player while he's alone.
That was 3D Max waiting to let Gravity get a kill. They didn't think it would be so hard.
Also why I actually really liked the push from Captain Kirker, because there was no info on mid. And I know it looks a little bit silly when he runs through and dies to 2 guys holding him, but the whole reason they know about Gravity being this far forward is because of that push. You imagine if Kirker didn't go for that info, does he live? Sure, but does the B site likely fall from the mid site? Also, yes.
Yeah, good point. Team play, excellent here for Inner Circle. It's the utility, it's the swinging together, it's the comms. They know exactly where to go and when to go there. And there's nothing more frustrating than getting double peak like that. You know you don't even have a chance. So timeout down for 3D Max. 5-0 in the hole with nothing. No money. 1 gun.
Well, you said you wanted more from Gravity. And the cursed monkey paw that grants wishes heard you, Hugo, and its
Less
finger
from
curled
everyone
up
else.
and granted you that wish. He is top of the board right now for his team.
Great. Just came at the cost of 3 players getting no frags. I guess he's doing better than them through this smoke, but perfect position for Zerifix. They're playing this very interesting.
Gonna try and drop again. Oh, and Gravity will get past them. Lucky also in with another kill.
Oh, bro. He's in spawn.
Welcome to the board exercise. He remembers what getting a kill feels like. Oh, what's happening?
I don't know.
Bomb has been planted.
I love how Flierax is like, I'll just jump back off into spawn when they are in spawn.
That whole round was a fight for the short boxes.
It worked, I guess. Somehow. Still getting more from Gravity.
Yeah, I don't really know, like, for Inner Circle, I don't really know how that works any better than it did either. Like, don't get me wrong, you have a lot of players on short, I guess, but it's at the expense of long, which they gave up earlier. That's probably why they felt like they had to fight for it, actually, the more I'm thinking of it, you know? You've already conceded long, the smokes are down on short. It's the fact, though, that they've actually caught the CT drop-down player a bunch. I can't believe it came as such a surprise to them when Gravity does it again. Like, just look at how claustrophobic and awkward this is, though, right? With the long given up, short's also smoked.
There's kind of no winning there once Gravity got into spawn. That's why you want to always have one of long or short. Nice shot from Body on the jiggle. Max with a chance to break back into this game now. 5v4. Flierax knows when to quit. Heading towards B here. Hedging their bets. Oh, what a shot. Thank you. Don't mind if I do. Sorry. No. I thought he did.
I swear he did. Okay, well, now it's only Flierax on this AWP. This guy had some real bad swings and misses on the previous maps. Nails the first chance he's given there, but swing out from Gravity just kind of stops him, the roll of that AWP straight away. And okay, 3D Max building back into this game. Felt really, really rough in those first 5 rounds, didn't it? But now you've got a bit of momentum, 2 in a row, some money getting built up here by the T side as well. The nature of this game has changed very, very quickly.
Yeah, you can write it off as a slow start now. Everyone's on the board. They've got all the money in the world. Back-to-back rounds.
Terrorists win.
little tech timeout. Never ideal this late into the series, but it is what it is, Hugo. At least we're going to have a competitive third map if these last couple of rounds are anything to go by. I was worried for a moment that Inner Circle were just going to run over them. That was how they kind of got us feeling at the start of this third map. Slowly but surely, 3D Max are finding a way in. And we're starting to see a little bit more why they want to try and exploit some of these mid-holds. Also want to see how they fare when they, don't start one of these rounds with a man advantage. Obviously, in the last couple, you've had openers picked up. Body in the last one they won with a little AWP spawn out towards long. Oh, I hear that music's fading out. Hugo, does that mean we're back?
We are back, baby.
We're so back.
Never left.
All right, then. New round. A new opportunity for some chaos, Hugo. Some mischief, maybe.
Oh, maybe a B or 3D Max B Rush, Harry. It's a classic. Are they really sending it? Are they just letting Mackie pick with the AWP? He's gonna go for it, but smoke comes down.
Oh, Doi on the push. Back's turn on the second. Maka deals with the wrong man. It's a snipe down range on a Kirker, but Doi still a big threat. That is beautiful. 4 from the lower push on Doi. And all right, Exorcist, what you got for us, man? It's a 1v4, real rough spot to be in. 14 kills deep for Doi at the end of this round. And Exercise is all alone. I want him to get the ace. And it feels like they want him to get it too. I got him boosted him out towards the spawn. But that's not where Exercise is.
It's a pretty nice gap right now. The sooner the better. Might just save. He knows they're probably all around tunnel. And so it's all Doi. 14 and 3, 4 magnificent kills. And that is one way to shut down the B site.
How we knew we were getting all hyped up about the prospect of a B rush. Well, the B rush came to them.
Yeah.
Counter-terrorists win.
Just a really lovely sequence. It's the fact that it's the one mag A1S 4K.
True. Not easy, actually.
You know you've hit some good shots when you do it all in one mag.
They're going to commit. Body, brave, soldier out long, does find the entry. There's 2 more players fighting the edge of that smoke, though, so 3D Max, no one to cut and leave. Gonna run up Cat instead, bit of pace here. The sooner they peek the better, but they really expected the circle to be ready. They weren't, now they are. 2 more for 2. Does give away the site. A bomb plant here for 3D Max. That's a right molly to throw. It's gonna mean a long plant can come in.
Bomb has been planted.
I mean, with that to play around, you're never gonna get given this fight if you're Flierax. Where it could get complicated is with the long wrap. He will make it over, and they play within the site itself. Looking to go and take short away. This is where the AWP lays, and Flierax will deal with the first. Spot unlucky too. Tries to go and give up ground, but a beautiful shot hit from Flierax.
Where's this been all series long? Flierax had two really struggling maps, right? Individual moments, maybe 1 or 2 rounds, but more often than not, missing the important shots when they needed him. He has just been a cannon on this map. Lovely flick to finish it off. Whew. Nice trade. Flierax getting eager on a mid-peak. Maka, no good D goes unpunished. Running down mid with a bomb is not allowed. It's a death match in this round. Kills on upper B, kills on long corner, kills in the middle, and there will be more. Gravity over the box.
Oh!
Delivers a haircut, and there was a teammate to follow up. They push mid, everybody fighting in the middle until finally 3D Max pick up the round. True deathmatch style, no grenades needed. An exercise back in the game after that one. 3 massive kills to put a third on the board for the French.
I think that's one where if you're in a circle, you feel a bit annoyed at yourselves, really. You know, you found a lot of success to open that one up, a 3v2, bomb drop down there in mid. Ultimately, not even that rough of an idea either, just to go and fight with the bomb, but I think you end up looking at the end and you think, well, we had all this util, we had everything we could have done to try and slow the round down, crossfires we could have played, but we gave them the fights, you backed your aim on the mid duels, and you've actually given one away to 3D Max on the back of it. No time to think about how that could have been different, though. There's another round to play. If 3D Max can stumble back into this with 5 rounds after the 5-0 streak against them to open up Dust2, I would say that's a more than recovered half. And that's very, very achievable if they win this round. Money would be broken for Inner Circle.
Remis, second chance for Dory, 16-5. Don't want him dead for free. Along with a vengeance and with a bit of pace as well. Whoa.
I mean, this is super claustrophobic. Oh, first kill actually going to go the way of Inner Circle. They're going to do a great job if they stumble their way through this round. Smokes it down, gaps in them, and just playing through it are Inner Circle. They're not missing a beat. Don't tell me they go flawless here. Oh, Gravity, he's got something to say about it. Third kill lined up, but he can't get it. Inner Circle, from an uncomfortable position, trapped behind those CT smokes, are able to get through and secure an 8th, really driving this lead home.
This game is unlike any other. 2 very chaotic squads who are not afraid of re-peaking. Limited utility, all in the gunfights. 3 guys on the ramp fighting together, and 3D Max just give them the engagements they desire. Yeah, it's about time. I'd say it. Last round of the half. Try that pop again. This time they're going to do it. They are all in.
Good entry, but a really good blind spray in response. Couldn't see a thing, Kadoi, and he's gotten out with a double kill. That keeps the hope of the retake alive here.
Oh, no.
Okay. I mean, util's really sacred, you know, coming into this with a light buy in the final round of the half, so missing a incendiary there, you don't love it. Only 1 Molotov left to block now, and they might try and play through it. Oh, they get caught in 2 minds on what they wanted to do there.
Blocking each other.
You don't want to let that one awkward block, that one missed decision in the window really come back to punish you and give away another round. But there it is, exercise, clean double to close. 4 rounds for 3D Max. Will that be enough?
Linus springs his trap, but he's left as the last man standing.
That was brutal for FaZe. I can't believe they get out so cleanly. It didn't... Yeah. Someone call an ambulance.
Apex, they've been yelling at you the whole game, calling you names. What do you want to say to them?
That's all you can say. Took you in back.
Look at this man.
Yep.
He's enjoying himself.
Oh my god, he's playing the guitar.
What does this man not do?
Man.
You think to yourself, what the?
Is it a bat? Is it a plane?
No, it's an eagle.
No.
It is actually a falcon.
Barreling down from Banana and getting this double kill out of the gate.
Yeah, it feels like this is where the Rovers be in the road a little bit. They're
Three rounds max, no, 4 rounds minimum on that first half for the Frenchies. It's in a circle, putting up a hell of a fight. Come the third map of this series, Ancient was a bit messy for 3D Max, and well, when it came to Nuke, they redeemed themselves temporarily, but it could still be elimination in this first game of Bounty for these squads. By the end of the map, 3D Max, Pistol, been pretty good. Typically, can they return to form?
Making no secret about the long play. In a circle. That's everybody spotted, all but one on that jiggle. Or swing, I guess, out from sight. Good kill for Maka on the dual Berettas. The long pop getting slowed down, but they're going to break through, or at least try to, up through the ramp. Onyx on a mid lurk in the downtime. Spotted now, and where are the fights that await him, but crunched by 3 players down there in mid.
Winnable.
Leaves us in this post plant. Swing for Flierax,
Oh, no.
and a TK in the mix. Will that come to matter? No. They'll make up for it. Maka's Doolies really going to work to get that one done.
It's reassuring at least that it doesn't cost them the round, shooting their teammate in the back of the head, but it's one step and a long road to recovery here on the CT side of Dust2, a map that plagued this team at times last year. I'm actually excited to see what Inner Circle have on this T side. Feel a lot more faith in a map like Dust than of their Nuke. of course, the Force with some B spawns. What say you? Is mid to B. This is B. Gonna be one man going out. 4 through the tunnels. Gravity, strong position.
Oh, and if he goes unchecked, all right, just the one and done. Honestly, it could have been far worse, because now you followed up, and there's the mid-crunch.
Very nice.
Doi getting away with his. It's a double kill from the top performer out there in middle. Screw it, why not round it out with the hat trick? Big 3 for Doi. And the lead maintained. That success won't come streaked together on the back of a pistol round win, as Inner Circle upset. Have they just put themselves back on the fast track to victory?
Certainly seems like it. Doi is taking the cake in these last couple of maps. Unparalleled impact and a brutal B hit. Gravity feeling like maybe he needed to swing because he'd been shot by his teammate, but they had no idea. Nothing to lose, so 3D Max just get aggressive. Dead on B, pushing lower. Top mid Deagle. That's a kill. That should not be coming through. But if they find this long entry, the round is just open for business here. In a circle, go through the smoke. This is horrible right now. Just getting peppered. Onyx low. Surfix needs these kills.
All right, not bad. Still, even more required. And he's going to answer it. Both players low. Exercise. What's he even meant to do here?
Shot the bomb, honestly.
Might be his best and really only play.
Oh, he could have.
And he doesn't like the way that that sounds, so just going to slink on out of there, meaning double digits are achieved for Inner Circle.
Unlucky.
This was also the force buy in response from 3D Max, meaning they won't have guns next till 11 is on the board.
This is going to be a very hard game to win for 3D Max, that's for sure.
Indeed, you know, I mean, it was a while ago now, but we were talking coming into this about how for 3D Max, they might have had like a good kind of mid to mid-end point of the year, but the actual final string of events, bit of burnout for 3D Max, feeling like they didn't quite hit the level you wanted to see. And I mean, I think that's fair enough, right? Like they fell short of the major, didn't do well in Chengdu, but before all of that, they had some success at CAC, being able to make the final there. Doing the whole China to Europe, China to Europe, China to Europe fiasco that was their travel schedule.
Well, I got good news, 3D Max. Lose three more rounds, and you got 10 days off.
I didn't think they wanted their 2026 season to start the way it felt like their 2025 ended, which was on a bit of a downturn. I wanted to feel like you would come into this refreshed and ready for the new year and the new kind of stature that you'd found for yourself across 2025.
Not a confidence-inspiring start to the year for 3D Max by any means.
For Inner Circle, we talk about even, you know, the last bounty when they attended under the TNL banner. They were a grind team. They'd really worked hard to rise through the ranks. And yeah, they've made some changes since that point. They want to show that the changes were well-founded, that they've continued leveling up. Last time they were here in Bounty, they only managed the first stage. Their big win was taking a map off of Na'Vi. Obviously, past that point, we saw them at some other big events. EPL comes to mind, where they did actually put on a good showing. but you really want to cement the growth of this team, and I think going further than you did last time you were here is a nice way to kind of round that out. And that's what they're on the verge of right now. If they win this round, 12 is right there, and the money is broken for 3D Max.
Nice trade and keep it simple. No way Dory gets this, right? Body is going to survive, and that will stop the B hit. Or at least buy some time, but caught in the open gravity, and they know Body's here as well. They don't have to rush. 3v3 and panic mode here for 3D Max. It's a big flank for Exercise.
Exercise is a player who's always been used to playing the extremities, and so doesn't commit to the full flank, and I really like this. It's left him in a powerful position. Honestly, the position to win the whole round. There's the backstab. Only going to get out with one as an important trade comes through from Flierax.
1-on-1, they know that.
So which side do you pick? They're going to fight the demon they know. That's Body over towards B.
For the meantime, nobody home. Body clearing middle, needs to get back into B, and he needs to go 1-for-1, or Maka is in trouble. Car is very strong. They're going to run, try trade this kill out. They'll take the trade, but they won't get it. Body triple kill keeps this game alive for 3D Max. A sigh of relief, as this was ready to slip through their fingers. But Inner Circle are going to have to work a little bit harder.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the thing that's scary, even though you've got one more round, is like you find it a huge cost to yourselves. It's not like it was a super clean round, right? It comes off of a nice triple kill from Body, one that has just helped their longevity somewhat, but you haven't dodged that reset, you know? That's bought you one more round to go looking for these clean rounds, to try and give yourself that staying power, because you're never out of the woods with your money like this late in the game. Having a comeback that could be cut short by losing one round and then having your money broken is the most heartbreaking way to lose a game.
Flierax, undeniable impact. It's got to be said for how much I harped on him in those first two games, but he has really come through on Dust2. His CT side was immaculate. He's just delivered them a 5v4 against Body's AWP in middle.
All this util to misdirect and put attention on mid, and it's got the desired result. B is open. B is empty. There is no one home. Flash really powerful on a gravity, and before he even knows what's happening, he's dead and out of the round. Molly delays the peak from Maka. You're in a 3v5. You got to think about saving here, right? These guns are all you're going to bring with you into the next. And so locked out, no room to play. You don't even get to attempt this penultimate round. It just slips by the wayside.
Well, penultimate implies that this is about to be over, Harry, and that's what 3D Max might be facing. A 13-6. With very little money in the bank. And with Inner Circle hunting bounties of their own. Worms don't talk.
Terrorists win.
Buried 6 feet deep.
Quiet scaling up towards shore. And again, Flierax, no business winning that one. Mac has already scoped up, already posted on that exact angle. I mean, you're telling me this is the same guy that couldn't hit a shot back on Nuke? He is absolutely dominated on Dust2.
4-0 opening duels. And it might be the closing duel here for Inner Circle.
It's given them a path, it's given them a way in, and even then, they're still getting tricky with it in this 4-on-3. Is a world that you can sometimes overcomplicate these rounds.
Not anymore.
Going towards B, but with that kill from Flierax onto a lower tunnels player, you know that site is open. And now the short pop looks to slow. They will give kills away. A 2v2 open, but Flierax in position to try and control mid, and we've been singing his praises all throughout this game. He's looking for a star-studded finishing round here. 2 kills to his name already, and no room to let up. No space to let up. Flash might be good. Molly pulled. Flierax overran. And so now we look at Zerofix. Can he do it? Can he just end this one here and now? Clinical execution, downrange, and with body moving in, through the Molotov, into the open, and there's the close. 3D Max are done at Blast Bounty. Inner Circle, they mean business. All 3 maps needed, but here on Dust2, they barely break a sweat.
Zero fix, zero problems for Inner Circle as they waltz into victory on Dust2. Made a series of it, made a run out of it for 3D Max, but ultimately could not get the job done here, Jacob.